Thanks for joining us at 6. One of the world's biggest AI companies is not backing down in a standoff with the Pentagon over how its technology can be used in the military. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is demanding that San Francisco-based Anthropic drop a number of safeguards or risk losing its $200 million contract. Now, Anthropic has until tomorrow afternoon to agree. And if it doesn't, Hegseth says he will force Anthropic's hand. So it looks like the negotiations are at a stalemate this afternoon. In fact, Anthropic's CEO released a statement saying in part, quote, that these threats do not change our position. We cannot in good conscience accede to their request. Our Lauren Toms breaks down the demands and why one expert says the standoff is only prolonging the inevitable.
The future of warfare may be coded right here in San Francisco. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has given a Friday deadline to San Francisco-based AI company Anthropic, demanding the company grant unrestricted use of its systems. CBS News reports Anthropic has asked defense officials to adhere to guardrails for the military's use of its AI platforms, including limits on mass surveillance of U.S. citizens and a requirement that humans remain involved in final targeting decisions. But the Pentagon reiterates it only wants to use the technology in legal ways. But at the same time, it does not want Anthropic to dictate any limits. San Francisco State AI ethics professor Carlos Montemayor warns such broad use of Anthropic systems could have potentially lethal consequences, particularly for a technology that is not immune to errors on the battlefield.
I expect all sorts of technology to be weaponized. That would be naive not to expect that. To me, the biggest red flag is that the companies are not being honest.
The intensified pressure comes as Anthropic, known for its AI model Claude, reportedly scrapped its safety pledge that promised to withstand market pressures in the name of responsible development of a potentially dangerous technology. Anthropic saying the move is necessary to stay competitive in a rapidly changing field.
That shows that they're not really at all in the business of protecting humanity or having ethical guidelines. Those ethical guidelines can quickly change under pressure.
Montemayor says money is also a key player. Anthropic signed a $200 million contract with the Pentagon just last year to adapt its AI systems for military capabilities.
Well, the military is a huge source of profit. And of course, being in good terms with the military is important for them. So I think the dollars are a big driver of what's happening. But I also think that the political atmosphere is also a big driver.
That shift has drawn attention from state lawmakers, as State Senator Jerry McNerney has authored legislation aimed at creating guardrails for government use of artificial intelligence.
AI makes mistakes, and there's no moral center to it. It just does what it does. I am very disappointed that the Pentagon is determined to get access to unfettered use of this technology without really understanding what its limits and boundaries should be.
But Montemayor believes the outcome of these talks may already be clear.
I think that one way or the other, the Pentagon will get what they want, either from them or from another company, very likely from Anthropic.
With Anthropic's announcement today, the Pentagon could now invoke the Defense Production Act. That gives the president the power to force the company to allow unrestricted use of its technology in the interest of national defense. Anthropic is the last of the well-known AI companies not to share its technology with the military.